Before I begin, I want to give my condolences to Mica Miller's family and friends. I've been contemplating for days whether I should make this video or not because I'm not looking for any type of recognition. I just want to let you guys know what I am seeing and predicting on this case. First of all, I strongly disagree that she committed suicide. Mica Miller did not have suicidal thoughts at all. There's a difference between being suicidal and being depressed, and Mica was depressed but not suicidal. Her narcissistic husband JP was the cause of her depression. Mica Miller was looking to a new life, to be happier, filing for divorce, to be away from this disgusting narcissist. Something doesn't sit right with this whole case. I'm not going to go into deep discussion about it, but I am going to point out some key things that I've been noticing. First of all, I don't think it's normal for an abusive husband and a wife that's trying to get away from him ends up putting a tracking device on her vehicle. What was his real motive? Have you guys thought about that? Also, what JP said about Mica was so disrespectful and disgusting after her passing, about her being depressed, about her being on pills. It was just trashing your dead wife. What type of husband does that? He is disgusting, especially the speech that he made in church, the same church that he got fired from. In my eyes, he's not a pastor. He is a serial cheater, a narcissist, and a predator. I don't like his energy at all. John Paul gave a very weird speech in church about his wife's passing, and listen to his words very carefully. It sounds very suspicious.
Instead, I'm going to have you stand up and I'm going to make an announcement. And after the announcement, I'm going to ask that you leave church quietly and don't talk about the announcement here in the building, please, if you can. So y'all can stand to your feet. Before I make the announcement, I also want to say that my request to you is that you will continue to come to church and serve and give for the next, little bit, because I don't want to have, I'm taking a little bit of a break, and I don't want to have to worry about the church. My break may be a few days, a few weeks, I don't know. I got a call late last night. My wife has passed away. And it was self-induced, and it was up in North Carolina. And we're going to have a funeral for her next Sunday here at 3 p.m. And so it's all I can, I'm just kind of going on adrenaline right now. So y'all pray for me and my kids and everybody. And y'all knew that she wasn't well mentally, and that she needed her medicine that was hard to get to her. And so I'm sure there'll be more details to come, but just keep our family in your prayers. And I'm going to let Pastor Randall, a bishop, he can pray. I'll get him a microphone, he'll pray out. And if you have anything you want to share as well, I appreciate it.
Self-induced? She had mental issues? She needed her medication? Really, John? Really? That's what you say after you find out that your wife passed away? Well, technically, he already knew she passed away before everyone else found out. And I'll tell you why I'm suspecting this. JP is looking very jittery as the realization is kicking in while he's talking about authorities finding his wife's body. Right away, he's making her seem like she's the bad guy by saying nothing but bad things about her so the heat can come off of him. That's what narcissists do. He's still trying to control scenarios that involves his wife, and her body isn't even cold yet. Mica had even told some close friends, quote, "If I end up with a bullet in my head, it was not me, it was JP," unquote. Now, does that sound like a woman that's suicidal or somebody that's scared running from her husband? You're not supposed to be afraid of your husband. Your husband is the one that's supposed to protect you, but not JP. He was the complete opposite. JP also liked to cheat because apparently one woman is not enough for him. And Mica found out about it. The morning of her suicide, Mica was caught on several security cameras in different locations. This one is seeing her going in her home and leaving, and this one she is buying a handgun. But look at her gestures and look at her face. She does not look happy, and that does not look like somebody that is planning on committing suicide on their own. I think all the allegations from everybody speaking about this case needs to be looked into.
This week, the Robeson County Sheriff's Office, they released a timeline of what happened the day Mica died by a self-inflicted gunshot wound at the Lumber River State Park.
Speaking of the location where they found Mica's body, listen to this 911 recording and how weird Mica sounds.
Robeson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
A national park.
Where's the park located at?
In Fair Bluff.
Let's see.
I have my location on, I think, on my phone. Find my phone is on. I just did my my location.
Okay, I'm showing, hold on one second. I don't think you are in Robeson County. Are you at the Lumber River State Park?
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Tell me what's happened.
I'm about to myself, and I just want my family to know where to find me.
Okay, ma'am. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
It almost sounds like Mica doesn't want to admit her location because she knows what's going to happen to her.
You don't have to stay in a abusive relationship.
Justice for Mica!
John wanted to quickly get a confirmation from people in church when he said, "You guys know that my wife is mentally not stable, right?" Once again, trying to take the heat off of him and put it on his deceased wife. It looks like John is the one that's not mentally stable. I'm hoping authorities see right through John's odd behavior. You don't have to physically be there to end someone's life. Manipulation, being deceitful, and threatening can push someone over the edge. JP might not have pulled that trigger, but he damn well was involved. I do also believe that allegedly he does have accomplice. JP could never pull off Mica's alleged suicide on his own.
I've had a lot of women that have reached out to me about situations of abuse, and I just want to tell you what a lot of people have told me lately and reminded me, because I think I forgot. I knew, but I pushed it in the back of my head just because of my situation. But you are the bride of Christ. God hates divorce, but why? According to everybody I've asked and the scriptures that I've found, it's because it hurts people. But does abuse hurt people? How do you think God feels about that?
Mica was soul-searching. She was lost within herself as well as in her marriage. I don't buy JP's weird behavior, crocodile tears, his stuttering voice, or the way he jitters when he talks about his dead wife. I'm not saying JP physically killed his wife, and I personally don't know him. But I do suggest that investigators do not dismiss anything or anyone as of yet. The truth will come out, and like I said, I do see 2 people involved, not including Mica. My predictions have been spot on in every case I looked into, so maybe investigators need to dig deeper in this case. If I were Mica's family, I would get a second opinion on the cause of death. I'm not trying to start anything, I'm just saying that's what I would do. Your instinct and your intuition will never lie to you, so go with it. Mica believed in God and knew that suicide was not an option. Just saying. I'm not going to dive deeper into this case, but I am going to sit back and see how this plays out. I will recommend you guys to go back and listen to the 911 tape and also the video of JP speaking in the church regarding his wife's death and his odd behavior. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.